Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where car reviews are brutally honest, totally unfiltered, and based entirely on real-world impressions rather than polished dealership lines or the marketing fluff that manufacturers want you to believe. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. This channel is all about telling you the truth about cars the way real drivers experience them. No sugarcoating, no rehearsed sales pitches, and absolutely no pretend excitement over features that don't actually matter. Today, we're checking out the 2026 Dodge Durango GT, a three-row SUV that has always carried a reputation for being muscular, practical, and a little bit wild compared to its competitors. But the real question is, does the new 2026 Durango GT still deliver that bold American punch? Or has it softened up to survive in a world where every SUV wants to be an EV, a family shuttle, and a tech showcase? Let's break it all down. Exterior. Before anything else, the first thing you notice when this SUV comes rolling toward you is the redesigned front end. Dodge has definitely kept the Durango's signature aggressive personality alive, but the 2026 model looks sharper and more modern. The front grille is slimmer but wider, stretching across a larger portion of the fascia with a cleaner mesh pattern that gives it a sportier attitude. The LED headlights are narrower now, almost squinting, as if the Durango is staring you down with a move-out-of-my-way expression. The daytime running lights carve out a bright line across the top edge, giving it a meaner presence. At night, the bumper gets a new two-layer design with functional air channels that help cool the engine and improve airflow. And although this is the GT trim and not the RT or shred, the performance-inspired look still hits hard. It doesn't scream family SUV, and that's the point. It's still a Durango at heart, bold, unapologetic, and ready to intimidate the lane next to it. Moving along the side profile, Dodge hasn't tried to reinvent the wheel here, and that's honestly a good thing. The Durango's long, stretched stance remains, and for a three-row SUV, it still manages to look athletic instead of bulky. The shoulder lines are deeper, giving it a more sculpted appearance, and the GT model now comes with redesigned 20-inch alloy wheels that feel like the perfect balance between sporty and practical. The doors have slight contour curves that catch the light nicely, especially in darker paint colors like Destroyer Gray or that classic Octane Red. The roofline stays pretty traditional, not dipping too aggressively toward the back, which helps keep the third-row space functional. The side mirrors are now slimmer and aerodynamically shaped, and Dodge has integrated the turn signals more cleanly. You also get keyless entry buttons on all four doors now, which is something older Durango models didn't always offer depending on trim. Overall, the side profile still carries that classic Dodge toughness, but with cleaner, more modern edges. As we walk around to the back, the 2026 Durango GT shows off one of its biggest visual upgrades. The taillight bar now stretches fully across the rear, taking inspiration from the newer Charger and Hornet, giving it a wide, connected LED look that instantly makes the SUV feel more premium. The Dodge logo sits floating in the center, illuminated on higher trims, and even though this is the GT, the lighting design still feels upscale. The tailgate is more sculpted than before, with deeper grooves around the license plate and a more pronounced spoiler at the top. The rear bumper has a cleaner finish with integrated reflectors and sportier exhaust housings, even if the GT's pipes are more understated compared to the RT. The overall design is clean, bold, and unmistakably Dodge, and it does a great job balancing family practicality with aggressive road presence. Interior. Once you step inside, the 2026 Durango GT gives you a clear reminder that Dodge has really caught up with modern tech expectations. The new 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster looks crisp and customizable, with different layouts for daily driving, sportier moods, or long-distance cruising. Right in the center, you get the updated 12-inch Uconnect infotainment system, which remains one of the most responsive and easy-to-use setups in the entire SUV segment. Everything moves smoothly, from navigation to climate settings, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. The GT's interior materials have taken a noticeable step up as softer dashboard padding, better stitching, and new contrast accents that make the cabin feel more inviting. The seats are supportive without being stiff, and even the base GT trim gives you power-adjustable front seats and optional heated features. The second row is spacious and can be optioned with either a bench seat or captain's chairs depending on your family setup. Passengers back here get their own climate zone, USB ports, and improved cup holder placement. The third row isn't luxury car comfortable, but for a mid-size SUV, it's more usable than many competitors, making it great for occasional adult use or regular kid use. Cargo space is strong, and with the seats folded flat, the Durango continues to be one of the more practical options in its class for hauling luggage, home improvement items, or anything your family's lifestyle demands. Performance under the hood. The 2026 Dodge Durango GT sticks to what works. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine. It produces around 295 horsepower and delivers a smooth, predictable driving experience. It isn't a rocket, but it's strong enough for daily driving, highway merging, and occasional towing. Paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission, shifts feel clean and well-timed. Dodge has worked on improving overall engine efficiency, so the V6 now runs slightly quieter and returns better fuel economy compared to earlier versions. If you're looking for neck-snapping acceleration, the R, T and SRT trims remain the performance kings, but the GT holds its own as a balanced, reliable, and affordable option. Steering feel is improved, and the suspension does a decent job handling uneven roads without feeling too floaty or too stiff. It still maintains that confident, planted feeling that Durango drivers appreciate. And yes, towing remains one of the Durango's biggest strengths, with the GT capable of pulling more than many rivals in its class. When it comes to price, the 2026 Dodge Durango GT positions itself firmly as a value-packed midsize SUV. Depending on the options and packages you choose, you're looking at a starting price range that lands comfortably in the mid-$40,000s, making it more affordable than many three-row SUVs with similar levels of technology, performance, and space. Add-ons like the Premium Group, safety packages, or upgraded wheels can push it higher, but even fully equipped, the GT stays reasonably priced for what it offers. Considering its size, power, and Dodge's signature personality, it remains one of the most appealing budget-friendly three-row SUVs for families who want something different from the usual Toyota, Honda, or Hyundai lineup. As we wrap up this review, the 2026 Dodge Durango GT continues to prove that this SUV hasn't lost its identity. In a market full of soft, quiet, overly polite family crossovers, the Durango still brings attitude. It still looks aggressive, still feels powerful, and still gives buyers a combination of space, tech, and capability that many competitors struggle to match at this price. If you want a three-row SUV that looks tough, drives confidently, and offers solid value without pretending to be something it's not, the Durango GT remains one of the most honest choices on the road. Thanks for watching Car Flash, where we keep car reviews real, raw, and straight to the point. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me what you want reviewed next, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next brutally honest take. I'll see you in the next one.